Hey y'all, it's Lucy again. I thought I would wear one of my outfits for the last day for the wrap up finale party. This was the first Halloween outfit I ever made. Okay, I'm gonna take it off now because it's hard to hear and talk and, figure out what's going on wearing a house on your head. Phew, that's a relief. Let me get my chair. Going to arrange this so I can, see. Okay, so I kind of wanted to do just a little wrap up and show you, kind of review what all we've done. We did just a ton of different techniques. We learned to make bottle brush trees. I finally got it on a base and it stands up very well. We learned twisted trees and it stands up as well. And here is a twisted tree on my prototype house where we did some kind of easy wood grain. I just painted it on cardstock. So that was wood grain. And then we made a giant tree. I finished it finally, the tree stump. Doesn't it look good? And I forgot to show you how to do the top. Basically, I put a piece of paper down and kind of traced around it, and then I cut cardboard to fit and paper machéed the top on. And then I painted it a bit to look like wood grain. It's not the best paint job, but and then I added leaves all around the bottom and stained leaves. We did stained leaves as well. We learned clocks. This one's got a real insert, and this one's made with coffee stirrers to look like a real clock. And in the pattern, it's got there's a 13-hour clock pattern that you can use if you don't have a clock insert. We made gift boxes. This is the gift box. And I have other gift boxes. We also made, I thought I brought it out here. Yes. On the first day on my website, this wasn't strictly a part of the Spooktacular, so if you missed it, you can still get it on the website. This is the Halloween Countdown Manor gift box, and what I like about it, just like, all the other gift boxes I designed, it folds flat, so it's kind of cool. You can keep it easily season after season. So it folds flat. And then I've also got these on my website. I think I called them, I don't know, Halloween gift boxes, but they are tiny. They're smaller. Let me compare it to our gift box today. They're about half the height. And I made a series of 5. So that's on my website. It's not a part of Spooktacular. It's on my website. And they fold flat. And you can do them like an advent calendar. I included numbers in them. So you could do them like a little countdown calendar for your Halloween projects. Like I said, there are 5 different designs. So, and this one's really cool. I had to figure out how to do an odd shape like this. So it actually comes apart because otherwise this shape won't fold flat. So there's a tab, but you can find, I think this is called the Gothic Halloween gift box, something like that. But we'll put a link in the description. And let's see, we did the coffin cups. We learned tiny pumpkins. I'm covering them up. They're my tiny polymer clay pumpkins. Well, there went one of them. Pumpkin spice paint. Didn't you like the pumpkin spice paint? I haven't finished it yet. I've got a circular base for it, and then I'm going to glue it on, and then I've got a display, a little dome I can put it in. So anyway, yeah, I just wanted to kind of go over that and thank everybody for being here. This has been just, it's supposed to be about you. I'm making this for you, but I have gotten just so many positive comments, and I really appreciate it. So it's really been fun for me. Now, let me see. Y'all, I really didn't think of other things to do. So the next things are, you can go to my website. I have like 400 posts. Now, I didn't learn to make um, designs until probably like 200 posts ago, but I've been making patterns for a long time. I think there are over 150 in my website, so you can always go to the library. If you're on my email list, you get the password at the bottom of the page, at the very bottom of every email, and you can go to the library, and I've numbered, I didn't used to do this, but I've numbered the designs so you can find them easier. I used to just have them in chronological order with the most recent one first, but now the designs are numbered, and that's obviously much simpler for you. And even some of the, let me just say, the lower number ones are still good. I think one of the first houses I did was my candy corn house. I played around with a candy corn design, and I really like it. It's just kind of a neat design that can be customized for other holidays because they actually they make candy corn for different holidays. So I think the one for, what do they call it? There's a fall one, like a Thanksgiving one that's brown, yellow, and white, or brown, orange, and white. There's Christmas corn, which is white, green, and red. So I think there's like Fourth of July corn, which is red, white, and blue. So there you can get candy corn in all sorts of colors, and that's inspiring to me for my candy corn house. So even if you go back a ways in my website, you can find really neat designs. The abandoned Italianate manor. Let me see. Sorry. Well, you expected me to knock something over, didn't you? This is really an incredible house, and it's based on a house in Pennsylvania that's now being renovated. But I saw it first in a spooky thing. Would you go in? If they give you $1 million, would you spend the night in this house? And I'm like, I just really want this house. But they're renovating it now, and in Cootersport, Pennsylvania. It used to be called Old Hickory Tavern. And one house I kind of call my Habitat Halloween house is kind of a Victorian one, and I don't have it anymore. I gave it away. I actually sold it to raise money for Habitat, so I don't have that one anymore. But that one's a really good pattern, and a lot of people have used that. And I'll try to, if I remember, I'll try to put the link in the description. I put a lot of links in there just to kind of give you an idea of where you can go. Now, one thing I did last December was a wreath for, I made a wreath making class. It was the first true workshop I ever did, and there are 12 patterns on it, and that's what's behind me. Let's move this. So that is these houses, and a lot of them are very similar to the Alpine Halloween house. In fact, I made the Alpine Halloween house. I modified it from another version of that. But this workshop has 12 different patterns from the Alpine Halloween house, which could easily fit on this. And one thing about the wreath, I'll try to pick it up, but probably, stuff's going to happen. You're going to have to forgive my Bermuda shorts. Okay, let me see if I can put it closer so you can see. Okay. So one thing about these houses is that they are actually pretty small, and that just makes it easier to attach to a wreath. So that's why they're not big giant houses, but you can certainly enlarge them, or you can even make them even smaller. Somebody asked about a log cabin. I think there is a log cabin. I don't know if it's on this one, but there is a log cabin version. I modified one of them. Hey, Alley Cat. See, she loves to eat greenery. She just thinks that's like the best thing, and then she throws it up. Great, great. Okay, I'm going to put this back. So if you want, you can definitely, see, there she goes. No, Alley Cat, no. There you go. So you can purchase that workshop. I really put a lot into it. So all the different patterns, how to attach them, how to decorate the wreath. And then the other thing is, I really need to do a version for Halloween houses. And, you could spray paint the wreath kind of black or dark or purple or something and then put your houses on it. I think that looks so good. I haven't done that yet. My brother, yes, I used to have a wreath making party every year. I started it when we had these gorgeous hollies in our yard, and one year they were like just so laden with berries. I'm like, why don't we just trim it and we'll use these? And we had a wreath making party, and then after a while I had a house making party, and I made up the houses. I made up like 100 houses that people could choose from, and they came over and painted them and added decorations and stuff, and that was really fun too. Okay, let's see. And then I decided I am going to continue these lives. I don't know how regular they can be, but I'm going to try to have a regular one. I'm going to try to come up with something once a week. So that's my goal. Just because I've enjoyed this so much, and I sort of feel like, well, not sort of, I definitely feel like I made friends, and I see everybody. I see Dawn and Brenda and Gina and Amy and Sonia and Tiffany and, just all these people. So I feel like I've made friends, and I just kind of like to continue that relationship. So next Wednesday, I've made a few of these in the past. Let me show you this one. I'm going to have to move the tree stump. And I have a Christmas idea for the tree stump that will be incredible, I think. This one looks a little bland on the front, but I call this the fixer-upper house. And it's made out of I used a pasta box as the base, and then I just kind of decorated it, and I've got, oh, look at that, shiplap inside. Isn't that funny? So it's kind of based on the fixer-upper thing, and I made, let me get the cat hairs out of the way, a little table and chairs that fit, and then I made, oh, this is so cute, a little tiny bed to fit in it. Actually, I kind of sewed a circular rug. Oh wait, I'm not very good at that. But that's the fixer-upper version. And this one was designed to fit quick Cricut cuties, and I made several versions out of cardstock, and it worked really well. This version is cardboard, so it's sturdier. Then I put wallpaper inside, and it's something that's not so precious that you wouldn't share it with a child. You can make it with a child, maybe do the structure and then let them pick out the paint colors and the wallpaper, and just have fun with it. And if they play on it and then the dog chews it up, you can make another one, And let's see. I think this was the first one I made, and this one's simpler. This one is a pasta box. Let me see if you can see. I used to eat a lot of pasta. I kind of got it out of my diet now, but I used to eat a lot of pasta, so I had lots of pasta boxes. But this is a simpler one with just one story. And again, something really easy to make with a child. And then let me show you, these are my best. These are my favorites, and you'll see why. This was my first prototype. And there's a little ghost in there. And then this was my second one. It's got purple in it. I really like it. Oh, look at this crackle paint. I think I used purchased crackle paint for that one. You don't need a cutie for a Cricut cutie house. You can make a peg doll. You could use other little dolls. You could have a little cat figure and let cat have their own house. Okay, and then finally I made a bigger doll house. This one. This is the one I showed you with the coffin clock inside. And I have knocked a lot of stuff over. There. It's a little fireplace. I've got the batwing bed. And I'll try to show you that next week. I'll try to have that pattern ready. So I really just wanted, one, to thank you for being here, and then two, just to show you that there's lots of things. If you're like in love with paper crafts like I am, there are lots of things coming up. The other thing is, and I'll put a link. I'll put this link in the email, in an email, and that is my friend Craft with Sarah has a Halloween countdown, and her paper crafts, they're different from mine, but they're layered and they're just wonderful. So her Halloween craft countdown just started, I think, or it may start September 11th. I'm actually not sure of the day, but hers is 20 days too, and that's where I got the idea for doing this. Okay, and the other thing I wanted to tell you, we're going to do the giveaway a little bit different. I mean, the rules are basically the same, but we're going to you can end the entries on September 5th and announce the winners on September 6th. And then the other thing is we're going to do 4 houses. So I have to figure out what the 4th house is. Anyway, and so the way it'll work is we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, and number 1 picks their favorite, 2 picks their favorite, 3, and then 4 just gets whatever's left. But I think certainly the 3 houses I've picked out so far, I think everybody likes. Okay, so the last one, like I said, I didn't have something specific to make for you. I'm kind of sort of tapped out in that regard. But I did want to thank you. And I thought of a song that, and I can't sing, so forgive me. But Carol Burnett, at the end of her Carol Burnett show, used to sing a song. And I'm going to sing, it's just like 2 lines, so you don't have to cover up your ears. Okay. I'm so glad we had this time together, just to have a laugh and sing a song. And before you even know it, it's time to say so long. So, all right, it's just because y'all mean a lot to me. Okay, alrighty, I'm gonna go now. Bye.